Hey y'all, I'm gonna make some breakfast for lunch. I came home from work and I took a shower and I went to bed and I woke up hungry, so I'm gonna make a pan of biscuits. And what I do is, I don't really measure my flour, but I've got to get something to scoop it with. Okay, I use self-rising flour, so I'm going to use probably about three cups of flour. And I use Crisco. Probably about that much Crisco. Probably a golf ball size if it was rounded out. And I use buttermilk. Well, first gotta use your hands, y'all. My hands are clean. You gotta work that Crisco up in that flour till it's real light. Real small, tiny pieces. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but see how crumbly that is. Okay, now don't measure. You know, if you know anything about baking bread, you want it a little tacky, sticky. A little bit more. You don't want it too soupy, but you don't want it dry either. Okay, and your hands is going to look like that. Just take your other hand and clean it off like that. Now I'm going to wash it. Take your little flour and sprinkle it out on your surface to roll your biscuits out. But first, before I do that, I cook mine in an iron skillet. You want to take a little bit on your hand and just rub it down real good. It looks like that. Okay, there's my dough, so I'm gonna Okay, so what you do is get your little hands. You don't want to do it too much, but you got to get it fired up real good so it won't be sticky. And I'm preheating my oven to 400. That was telling me it was ready. Okay. A lot of people take a biscuit cutter, but my mother, she always pinched hers off, and my grandmother, to about that size, and you just sort of tuck it in at the bottom and just place it in your pan. That's what you call cat eye biscuits. Y'all, if y'all hear, I have some baby kittens. They're almost ready to give away, and I'll be glad. I've got 3 to give away. 2's already been given away. So if anybody wants a cat, I have 2 white ones that's got some gray on the top, and their tail's got a lot of gray in it. And then I have a black and white one. Okay, y'all, that's the pan. Okay, and we always put a little oil or grease, bacon grease, and flop around on the top of them. So here they are, and I'm fixing to put them in the oven. First, we're going to make some chocolate gravy. How many of you know what chocolate gravy is? I was raised up on chocolate gravy. Okay. So, you make this chocolate gravy like you do a chocolate pie, you just don't put no eggs in it. So, I'm going to do probably about a half a cup of flour. about a cup and a half of sugar. And then this is a fourth cup. So about a fourth cup of cocoa mix. And stir. And you just use milk. So I probably added about 3 cups of milk. So I'm going to taste of it and see if it's sweet enough. Maybe a little bit more sugar. So about 2 cups of sugar. Add a little bit more milk, y'all. And make sure I got enough. Y'all, making pies, and I don't do it on top of the stove anymore. I do it in the microwave. It's a lot quicker. So I'm going to put this in the microwave and do it about 3 minutes increments for probably about 6 to 8 minutes. I'm gonna use this smoked sausage, Earl Campbell's. Easy open, let's see. It's supposed to be easy open, but we're gonna cut it open. Well, okay, y'all, and I'm gonna just sort of cut it in pieces, and then I'm gonna cut them pieces in 2. And we're going to cook these in my air fryer. We're going to do about 12 minutes, but it's probably going to be too long. But I like mine a little brown. But anyway, you put that chocolate in the microwave. You do it on 3 minutes increments, and then after 3 minutes you go and stir it until it gets right at the consistency of gravy. So I will be back. Y'all, this gravy is ready. And now what you want to do, put a little vanilla in it. And a little butter. Or you can put your butter in it after you get it on your plate. I used to do that when I was a kid. Take your butter and smear it around the top of it, make a little playing, I guess what you call it, with your food. Might as well go ahead and put that. It's about a half a stick, maybe a tad bit over. Let that melt. Now here's your gravy. So we're going to put this over here on the stove, and I'm going to check our biscuits. Do a breaker a while ago, and everything went off. Y'all, the biscuits are ready. There they are, y'all. Flip them out. Let us plate one up. How about that? Whew. Y'all look at that biscuit. Bottom of it. Ooh, they're so soft on the inside, y'all. Gravy's a little bit thin. It could use to be a little bit thicker, but it'd be all right. Okay. And a smoked sausage. Y'all look at these biscuits though. Be good with some butter in between it, and just eat it like that. But there's my plate and my smoked sausage. Don't hate on me, but I like mine brown like that, y'all. So let's get us a bite. My favorite part of the biscuit is the bottom, where it's crispy. put your sausage in it. Can't have breakfast without a glass of milk. But there it is, what you call brunch. And if y'all ain't never had chocolate gravy, go make you some. All you gotta do, if you know how to make a chocolate pie, if you don't, find your recipe, leave out the eggs. That's all you do. Just don't get it as thick as you would a pie. You want it gravy consistency. And make you a pan of homemade biscuits, or whop you a can of biscuits on the counter and use that kind. So y'all, thank you for watching, and come back next time.